everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we will be discussing meditation. And before I go any further, I know you guys are wondering why this bitch always got something on her head. It's because I'm not spending money on getting my hair done so I can sweat it out, because this heat is like sitting in between Satan's ass crack. I refuse. So I'm gonna have to bear through my ugliness for a while until this weather gets better. So yeah, let's just get into the video. What is meditation? And I have notes in case you're wondering why I'm looking down. Meditation is achieving mental clarity. It is being emotionally calm and balanced within yourself. It is balancing your feminine energy and your masculine energy. What is that? Your feminine energy is your nurturing side, your intuition, your inner knowing. It's you being the manifester in terms of like you creating things. It's also your sexuality, and it's also how you approach nurturing others, meaning do you do it negatively or positively. And then your masculine energy is how you enter yourself in the world, how you approach others, how you react to things, and so on and so forth. And then it's also raising your vibration. What is your vibration? Your vibration is how are you living your life? Are you living it negatively or positively? So now the beginning stages of meditation. The beginning stages is you staying focused, which is pretty hard, especially when we live in a world where we are on our phones 24/7. So it definitely teaches you to detach from that you don't really need your phone, you just want it all the time. So that's probably the easiest part of beginning meditation, is just staying focused and learning to stay focused. That's probably the easiest part. Now, moving into the real work of what meditation is. Meditation is the breakdown of the mind to rebuild it again. Now, what does that mean? That means your mind will break itself down, meaning it will bring up all your baggage, all your trauma, all the situations that ever hurt you, that ever traumatized you, all that shit. Basically, every single thing that you suppressed, all that shit is gonna come back up for you to deal with and for you to face. Because all that shit is in your subconscious. All of that is in your subconscious. I talk way too fast for my mind. Okay? Let me slow down, Grace. So basically, like I was saying, meditation is going to bring up all of these uncomfortable things about yourself. And your meditation is really your subconscious waking up and forcing you to look at things that need to be worked on. And this part is actually called your shadow side. And your shadow side is, like I said, just all the uncomfortable things about yourself that you have to work through. A lot of times you'll discover through meditation that one area is fear. We create fear. We create illusions, which means we create things in our brain that make us fearful of something that really is not fearful at all, you know? Like, say for instance, like, I don't know, like, I guess a simple example would be, let's say you're really into somebody, but you're too scared to express that because you don't know how they're going to react. Like, you created that fear, which means you are holding yourself back and self-sabotaging yourself from doing something that you know you want to do. And meditation would teach you, grow some motherfucking balls and just do the shit. Because one thing I learned is if you don't have balls, you will never get what you want in life. Never. Your needs will never be met. You will never be happy, and you will never gain true self-confidence if you don't grow a pair. Simple. Yeah, like saying all that really like meditation really makes you grow a few pairs of balls. Not just one, but a few. Because after you've gained all your self-confidence through meditation, you'll be, nothing's finna hold me back from my truth, and nothing's finna hold me back from what I want to do. So meditation, it teaches you self-awareness, because a lot of times we are detached from ourselves, not realizing. And that's where you learn self-awareness, understanding that me not seeing my baggage is me being disconnected from who I am. Your baggage and your trauma is a part of who you are, which means it is a part of who you are. You have to get over that, and you have to let those things go. And through this process of you gaining your self-awareness, you start to become more attached to your body in terms of your emotions and how you think, and actually looking at yourself in a very objective, unbiased, unfiltered way. Like, just speaking on myself personally, when I started to make more progress through my baggage, I started to see, like, wow, I really have been detached from who I am. And this whole time, all of these years, I didn't even really know who I am, you know? And by you reattaching yourself to these thoughts and your emotions really is gonna be the driving force to keep you going in the meditation process. Because honestly, this part is the hardest part, like I said, because for me, I'm gonna just speak on me personally again. Through my meditation, I also was going through like a spiritual awakening too, but that's for a different video. Going through this process and also going through a spiritually awakening, I, for like 2 weeks, was really intensely dealing with all of this baggage. And for like 2 weeks, I was super, super, super depressed. Super depressed. And that's kind of what will happen to you. But really, this is all for your highest good. Like, the baggage part is really the most crucial time, because this is when you learn self-confidence, you learn self-awareness, you gain a tremendous amount of wisdom, and you gain self-esteem through you feeling like shit, which is literally the weirdest, most beautiful thing, because what's actually happening is you're shedding old skin. Just think of a snake. You know, they shed old skin to gain new skin, and new skin grows healthier, more beautiful, long-lasting skin. Now, this is not to say, you know, you gain this inner peace and you've gone through all this baggage and you've gone through all this work. That's not to say you're not going to still deal with shit. No. I've been meditating for a year now, and I just finally, like maybe like a month or two ago, I just finally reached like my inner peace and my balance. A year. That's what I'm saying. Like, after you go through this and you reach that point, it doesn't stop. There's a saying, hopefully I'm saying this right, okay? The man who knows everything knows he knows nothing at all. Which means, like, I've gained so much wisdom and so much self-confidence, self-esteem, that I know I haven't even reached the surface of what I need to know. I've only tapped maybe 20%, and there's still so much more to go. So even once you reach your inner balance and your peace, and you've gotten past the baggage part, it doesn't stop. Like, you still have more to learn. You still have more things to work on. But after you've kind of gotten through the hardest part, it's really a lot easier, because you know how to tackle these issues. You know how to maneuver through this part. So what's weird is, like, for me, and this is for anyone really who has gone through this process, what will happen is you'll start once again, you'll deal with, you know, annoying shit, you know, life shit. But it's like, you'll be going through things, but you have such peace and tranquility and balance on the inside. And and the weird thing is, you'll be going through shit, but it doesn't even seem like it's really that bad. You're like, life is pretty good. I mean, my world is like crashing in front of me, but I mean, hey, I'm still good as shit. And like, that's been me this month of July. Like, things have been really swirling around and it's been like a tornado, but I'm just like, hey, I'm good. Like, if anybody asks me, I have nothing to complain about. I'm sorry, I got a phone call and I thought I was gonna have to refilm the whole video and I was gonna be pissed, and the sun is going down. So let me just continue before I have no sun in my room. Okay. So, like I was saying, everything was swirling around and I'm just like, hey, I'm good. I have nothing to complain about. So yeah, like even after that whole process of you going through your baggage and you going through shit with yourself and you get past that, I mean, nothing ever, it's weird. Like sometimes I'll be like, am I really living in this world? Like, because I should be feeling this good while everything around me seems to be not so great. So moving on, because I don't want to keep going on that point, because I will, and just start rambling on. That phone call threw me the fuck off. Where was I? Let me dance through the silence. I think. So yeah, like once you get through, that's really like the main thing. Like once you get through the baggage part and you get through like the hardest part, that's pretty, for me, it is gonna be easy. Let me shut the hell up. Like it's gonna be easy as shit to deal with shit and to react to shit. So why do I keep wanting to say manifest? That was my other video. How to meditate. I started with 10 minutes for a week, and then I would increase it each week. So like the first week I did 10 minutes, then the second week I did 20 minutes, the third week I did 30 minutes. So I would just increase it each week. But do what's best for you. You know yourself, you know you know what would work best for you. So you do what's best for you. I suggest, increasing it 10 minutes each week, but hey, you do what's best for you. Okay, now, other ways to meditate. I use aromatherapy. That helps tremendously. The oils that I personally use and recommend, but you can find some that you enjoy. I really love lemon drop, lavender, and eucalyptus. Those are like my faves. I mean, obviously, sit in silence. That's what meditation is. I really shouldn't have to say that part. I use these Chinese health balls, and you just use them like through meditation, during meditation. Hopefully you can see, and they have like chimes in them, and they look like this. So I usually use these during my meditation. I do 10 minutes in each hand, and these, I really am really bad with my memory, and I don't know why. You know what it is? It's my short term, not my long term. My short term sucks ass. These balls stimulate acupuncture points in your hands. It stimulates blood circulation, improve memory. That's why I need to continue to do this shit, because my memory sucks ass. It relaxes muscles and joints. It relieves stress and promotes sleep. It helps with good memory and clear thinking and your stamina. Also, like for me, I read tarot cards, so I still do this each time I meditate. I pull a few cards for myself and meditate on those cards. Those are like the main ways, but I really suggest just the silence, because that's what you're supposed to do. And I didn't even touch on the part, meditation also really, really, really strengthens your intuition. Because a lot of the reason why we don't listen to our intuition is because our intuition is very subtle. It's silent. It's not gonna It's not gonna bombard you with thoughts and with things to do. No, like, your intuition is very soft and subtle. So meditation helps you reconnect with that and actually listen to yourself and actually listening to what's inside. Okay, moving forward. I'm just gonna make sure I touched on all of these points. Meditation also helps you learn how to react to others and react to yourself. Like, a lot of times we don't realize, with us being detached from our emotions, we don't realize that we really allow others in the outside world to kind of dictate how we react to things. We allow people to control us. And this is where being self-aware and being detached are two different things. Like, we all want to say we're self-aware, but really, are you? Not if you're getting mad at someone who says something to you. Like, you don't have to react in that way, you know? And one thing I learned is no one can force you to react a certain way. You force yourself to react a certain way. Like, say for instance, someone tells you, like, you know, those shoes are ugly as shit. You're really wearing those? You could either be mad and lash out, or you can just be like, I like these. You're not wearing them, so why do you care? You know? Or you just don't have to say shit at all. Like, that's how I do it. Like, why are you concerned with what I'm doing? I'm doing me. You do you. You know? So it kind of just teaches you, like, and you're not even going to really react in an angry way anymore. You're like, do I really want to sacrifice my peace and balance at this moment? I don't. So, whatever. You know? It also teaches you, one of the biggest things to me is being in control of your emotions. Like, I'm just going to use a really crazy example only because, like, why not, you know? Like, let's say, like, you're in a relationship with someone who's very, like, erratic and very dramatic and very, you know, just flighty, just, you know, impulsive. And let's say you make this person mad and this person just lashes the fuck out. That's them not being in control of their emotions. Like, you have the power to be, okay, I don't like what you said, but let's talk about it. Instead of just ranting and raving and getting upset. You know, it's really you learning how to control your emotions and not your emotions controlling you. Meditation gets you out of codependent mindsets, meaning, another way, we're not self-aware. A lot of times we feel like we need to be in a relationship to feel validated or to feel wanted or to feel like our self-esteem is at a point where we want it to be at. When meditation, like I said, self-awareness, once again, it teaches you the only validation I need is from myself. You know, I don't need it from anybody else. And that takes a lot of work because we don't want to accept that part of ourselves. Because we all want to feel like we're independent people and we don't look at the outside world for validation when, yeah, we do. You know, last year I was one of those people but couldn't admit it to myself then. But, I mean, through my, you know, process of working on myself, yeah, I can admit it. I was able to admit it to myself. So basically, meditation is going to teach you to admit the hard things to yourself. Like, once again, I told you, it teaches you fears are all an illusion. Like, you know, you create this fear, you build this fear to be just a mountain when really it's just a molehill. Really, you could just kick the shit over and just deal with the shit and, you know, whatever. Just go about your day and deal with your fears. And, you know, aside from all of that, meditation really changes you as a person. I mean, literally who I was last year and who people knew me as last year, and if they meet me now, it's like night and day. Like, I am a completely different person than who I was last year. So it really changes you. And it really makes you into a person where you don't even remember who you were a few months ago or a year ago. And that's a really satisfying feeling because you'll just be, wow, I did all this work on myself and I stayed consistent. I'm disciplined. Now I know, like, I got 20 balls that I'm just, you know, I don't know, like, I'm just saying shit. But, you know, like, it really just gives you a lot of self-confidence in yourself. And it really boosts yourself up to be like, wow, like, I conquered myself. If I can conquer myself, I can conquer anything. Yeah. That's really my last point, because that's the best point. you changing completely as a person. I think that's it. I know that just came to abrupt end, but that's me. Things come to abrupt end when I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.